Store, iPhone, Android, does not matter. Download Aqua Wallet, because I'm going to be showing you how this wallet functions and how to actually get some Bitcoin for the very first time into your own wallet so that you own it yourself. And I'm going to be showing in the example Bull Bitcoin. So we're out there, we have a booth for Bitcoin Mentor. Right beside us is Bull Bitcoin, where you can get Bitcoin from. So, before I show you setting up a wallet, we need to be clear on what a Bitcoin wallet actually is, because there's going to be some confusion in our terminology. When you think wallet, you think a wallet holds my money. And the reason that this term was used is because it was familiar, but it doesn't actually articulate what's happening with the Bitcoin wallet. Bitcoin itself is just a global ledger of who owns what. Anybody can look at the ledger, they can see all the money that exists. All the money lives on this global ledger. Your wallet does not hold Bitcoin. I'll say it again, your wallet does not hold Bitcoin. Because all the Bitcoin is on the ledger. What does your wallet actually hold? The wallet holds the keys to your money. So you are holding keys, maybe on a phone, maybe on a computer, or maybe in a special device designed to secure your money. But the Bitcoin is not in your wallet. The Bitcoin's on the ledger. You hold keys that allow you to unlock your Bitcoin and spend them wherever you want. You can also, even have the keys, you can make spare copies of your keys, just like you would a house key. If you lose a house key, go grab a spare, and then make another copy. Same thing pertains to Bitcoin keys, aka wallets. So, I'm going to show you guys a Bitcoin wallet. So the one that I just told you about, this one here, Aqua Wallet, I already downloaded it onto this phone here that I got on the desk. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, bare bones, just downloaded it, haven't set up anything yet. So, here is my phone. You can see right here, there's Aqua Wallet. And I'll open it up for the first time. Now, this wallet, all I need to do to set up the wallet is I am going to agree to the terms of service. I've totally read all of them. And then I've got two options down below. I can create a new wallet, or I can restore a wallet, okay? Restoring a wallet is you backed up a previous wallet, maybe you deleted this app off your phone accidentally, broke your phone, got a new phone, but this is how you would get access to your money again by hitting restore. So just remember that. Create wallet. I hit that button. It's going to take a second to get it set up here. Shouldn't be too long. And on the other side of this, I'm going to be presented with my home screen, and I will have created a brand new Bitcoin wallet. Now I want to clarify here, this is not an account where somebody else is holding my money for me. This is not a bank account. This is a set of keys that I and I alone hold that control my Bitcoin. So on the screen here, what do we see? Up top, the current Bitcoin price, that's in US dollars right now. Of course, you can have fractions of Bitcoin. Don't worry, you don't have to afford 85K US right now for Bitcoin. Down below, pretty simple, receive and send. Sounds intuitive enough. Scan, what is that for? If you're transacting with somebody in person, or sometimes online, there'll be a QR code, and you can scan that, and it just tells your phone where to send the money. Okay? We'll take a look at that in a second. Down below, what do I see? Savings account. This allows me to typically deal with slightly larger Bitcoin transactions, larger amounts, best for larger amounts. Down below that, spending account. Smaller transactions, frequent transactions. That's what I'd be using it for. You can think of it in this way. There are many different ways to spend dollars. Cash, debit card, credit card, savings account, checking account. At the end of the day, it's all dollars. The same is true of Bitcoin. There are different ways to utilize Bitcoin that have different benefits. And if you want to spend something quickly and cheaply, you're not going to pull from your savings account because you're going to, what happens? You get daily fees. So, you send from the spending account. It's cheaper and faster. Okay? So that's all we're looking at here, and you can switch between your savings and your spending back and forth. So I set this up in 2 seconds. I now have a Bitcoin wallet. You can have as many Bitcoin wallets as as you want, infinitely, for free, at all times. Anybody, anywhere can create a Bitcoin wallet with no barrier to entry. If you have internet access, you can use Bitcoin. The backup, I want to show you really quick, because this is important, and then we're going to buy some Bitcoin and see what it looks like when you do the wallet. Down at the bottom, settings. If I click there, and I scroll down a little bit, oh, here's my, I can change it to Canadian dollars, so maybe I'll do that. Canadian dollars. And I can you can even see I'm pulling my price, my reference rate from exchange rate for gold. Okay, so we're down to Canadian dollars. Also, I will scroll down. You can do things like adding fingerprints, security, a passcode, things like that. We'll leave that for now. But the backup here is a view seed phrase. A seed phrase, another word for it is a spare key. You're creating a spare key, a copy of your key, so that if you lose your phone or something bad happens, you can always recover your money. Now when I click on it, I think it might go blank because it's a security mechanism, so it doesn't share the screen. We'll see. Yeah, it says, hey, make sure nobody sees these. This is very sensitive information. The keys are human readable information. They're words, 12 words. I'll click it. Yeah, it blanks out. I can see it, you can't. That's good. What I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing 12 English words. All I would need to do is write those down, not digitally, but physically. I'm not taking pictures of them, I'm not sharing them with anybody, I'm keeping them away from playing eyes, and I'm going to keep those somewhere separate and safe. If I ever break my phone, if I need to reaccess this money, I download the app again on any phone, doesn't matter, and that intro screen where it said restore or recover wallet, I just type in the 12 words. I've got access to my money again. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to use Aqua wallet. It's kind of like if you are browsing the internet, if you're looking at a website, it doesn't matter if you use Google Chrome or Safari or Firefox. It doesn't matter which type of browser you're using. You're looking at a website on the internet, which is a network. You're just using a specific piece of software to see it. The same is true of a Bitcoin wallet. Whether it be Aqua, whether it be Blue Wallet, which is another example, whether it be whatever wallet, you can get different software and see the same information. It's agnostic. As long as you have the key, you have access to your money. So, I'm going to back up here. We'll go back to the screen. So again, the navigation number bottom of the wallet, I get back to my screen. You can now see the Canadian dollar price there. It didn't just jump up something $40,000. But let's get some Bitcoin. Okay, I'll jump back. I'll make this big. I can jump to Bull Bitcoin. So, Bull Bitcoin, very simple to use. By the way, they are updating their whole interface in a few days. Spoiler alert. It's going to look even cleaner and it's going to be even easier to use. But it's a fantastic resource. The best thing about Bull Bitcoin is that they encourage best practices out the gate. And what I mean is, a lot of people get confused about whether or not they actually own their Bitcoin. They'll sign up for an online exchange, they'll send dollars, and then they'll hit buy Bitcoin. And it says, you have Bitcoin. Kind of. But what do I mean? Your Bitcoin is sitting with somebody else. It's a bank. They're holding your Bitcoin. And Bitcoin transactions are irreversible. And so with a traditional bank, we're told, yeah, leave your money with the bank, it's safe, anything goes wrong, we'll reverse it, there's insurance, there's all this different stuff. This is more like cash. And so what happens if somebody steals cash? There's no 1-800-CASH to call to get your money back. Either the person gets it back or you don't have it anymore. And the same is true of Bitcoin. And so, rather than leaving it in a huge honeypot full of other people's cash, if it gets stolen, it's gone, it's better to have self-custody and hold it yourself. So Bull Bitcoin actually never holds your Bitcoin for you. The second you hit buy, they say, where are we sending this? Before we let you make that purchase, where's it going? Because we're not holding it for you. We're going to send it directly to you. So this is what I'm going to do right now. So I previously sent over an e-transfer for $150. I sent it, it was available in my account within 10 to 15 minutes. So they have the dollars right now, but I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. So let's go over, I'm on the live Bitcoin screen, I can see my balance up top, you scroll down, and you can spend a portion of all of everything that's sitting there, and then it's going to ask, how do you want to receive the Bitcoin? This is the equivalent of, do you want us to pay in cash or debit or credit? Like, what payment method are we using for you? And so with Aqua Wallet, one of the options in Aqua Wallet is something called Liquid. It's just, again, a quicker payment rail, okay? I'm going to choose that right now. So I choose Liquid, and it says, we just need your address. Can you give it to us? And so there's two ways to give them the address, and I'll show you. Here's our wallet. I hit receive. There's my Liquid option. We choose Liquid. And there's a QR code. And down below that, there's this long string of digits, which is an address. I have two options. I can either click copy that string of digits and then jump over and paste it in here. But they also have an option to scan, so I can scan the QR code. So let's do that. I'll hit scan, you can see my face, I think. There we go. But I'll hold this up, it'll scan pretty quick. There we go. And it just scanned my address and it pasted it in here in the field. Okay, great. So I now have that address scanned in. They know where to send the Bitcoin when I purchase it. I'm going to hit create a buy Bitcoin order. It says, hey, here's what we're doing. We're sending this bunch of Bitcoin to this address. Are you sure? I'll click confirm. And so off it shall go. There we go. I just purchased it. And I believe inside of a minute, especially with Liquid, inside of a minute, I should have it in my wallet. Oh. So, in my wallet, oh, it's already there. There, it's in my wallet. So I can see $150 worth of Bitcoin already now in my own custody. Basically, simultaneously, I hit that button, and it was, I own it. They cannot reverse that. It is mine. So I basically just set up a wallet and purchase Bitcoin in 10 minutes. So you can do this very, very simply. If you downloaded that wallet and you hit create wallet, you already have everything you need to be able to receive Bitcoin from Gold Bitcoin. So, with that said, let's continue on. How are we doing? Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's continue on. Again, we got Bitcoin exchanges. As I already articulated, an exchange is not a wallet. Leaving money on an exchange is dangerous. Always buy Bitcoin through exchanges that encourage and or force self-custody, that discourage speculation and gambling, and typically that are Bitcoin only. Those last two tend to coincide because if an exchange is peddling a whole bunch of different coins, their business model is to get you to be emotional and trade back and forth between those coins. So if you want to step outside of the casino, just go to a place that doesn't have Bitcoin.